Alrighty. We got an air horn right in my ear. That means it's time to get it going. Here we got... Oh, wait, let me fix... Let me take this off. Bam Bam, Sergino, Buick, Spurt, Gumey, Seastar's not on the track yet. Mop, OT, Spinksy, Budget, J-Lou, I'm not there, Sway, and then Butler. Seastar getting on, Seastar getting on. Hang on. Oh, he's on. Alright, cool. I'm about to say, I thought we were going to have to restart it. Oh. Boom. Alright. Moto number 1. Last race of the season. Oh, I hear a 125 screaming. Let's see. Oh, Gumey kind of got bumped, but it looks like he survived. Budget actually is going to get credit for the whole shot. Oh, and him and Spinksy collide. Oh, it's chaos. It's absolutely chaos. It's the 266. Oh, it was J-Lou up front. Oh my goodness. It's chaos. Sway up front on the Yamaha. Oh, Rocket, you're good, buddy. You're good, buddy. Last race of the season. It's been a long one, so you're good to go. So Sway is running up front. Butler in second, showing Mophead in third. That'd be a pretty good run on him. It looks like the 180 of Spinksy is in fourth. I think he just made the move for third, actually. So checking in, it's showing Gumey in 8th. Where is Budget? Oh, it's showing Budget in 5th. So those are the two guys we got to keep our eye on. Gumey did qualify faster than Budget today. So we'll see if he can work his way forward and how far up he can get. Budget trying to make the move on Mop. It looks like he's going to. Mop riding the Honda this week. Budget launching the finish line. Here's Gumey just a couple spots behind him. So Gumey, 11 points, 2 races left. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a long shot. But all you can do is the best you can, right? Try to keep an eye on those guys. Sway up front. Oh, Sway bobbled just a little bit. Did a good job to hold it in. Butler right behind him. Sergino is up to third. It's a good start to his day. And then here is Spinksy running in fourth. So now it's showing Spinksy in third. Oh, that was Sway that went down. So now Spinksy's going to be right up on these guys. He's going to dive down here. It looks like he is. Spinksy moving into 2 spot. Whoa, Sway kind of dove in there, kind of sent it. There's Butler on the Honda. Do not have his bike kit for some reason. He must not have sent it. So now can Butler hold off the charge of Spinksy? Spinksy is one of the best in the series at charging through. He's absolutely sending it. Spinksy, believe it or not, has not won an overall this year, which, considering how good he's been in the races he's attended, is kind of shocking. So today could be that day. No championship implications, but today could be the day. He comes out. Ooh, kind of jumps a little wide. Butler has won a moto. I think he won Moto 2 of Washougal. But no overalls to his name either. Looks like OT has moved up to the number 3 spot, so the ATR boys are out to play today. Oh, Butler kind of swapping just a little bit. Spinksy going to dive to the inside. Oh, a little bit of a bump. I don't think that was intentional. I think they just tried to both occupy that line. Spinksy's going to take the lead. Going to put OT up to the 2 spot. Gumey, meanwhile, on the BRR KTM is up to the number 4 spot. So this is a good start to his day. Trying to close in 11 points is going to be tough to make up. Gonna open up the points. Sure, I got all the points on hand. Oh, there was a rider down. Was that Butler? It was. That's gonna put Gumey up to 3rd. Gumey's gonna need not only good finishing position, but he's gonna need Budget, who's back at 7th right now. He's gonna need Budget to really struggle today. Eye on up front. Spinksy joined the ATR guys after the race last week. It looks like the practice is paying off with him and OT. These guys are both out front. These guys are launching that wall jar. Maybe that's what I was doing wrong. I was just trying to like stay low on it. These guys are sending it. Butler back here in 4th. Budget 5th, but Budget's got a group behind him, so he's gotta stay on the gas if he can. Oh, it looks like going back up to the battle for the 2 spot. Gumey closing in on OT a little bit. OT, the fastest qualifier today, so not surprised that he's running up front. We're gonna see if Gumey can stick to the back of him. Oh, T sending it into the corner. Oh, and then he caught the SpongeBob. So that's gonna put Gumey to the number 2 spot. Budget has worked his way up to 5th. Budget needs to score. If he scores 40 points today, it's over no matter what. Now 5th place would score 16, so... Oh. On OT and Budget, or is Butler, I'm sorry, OT and Butler battling for the 3 spot. We do have a little bit of a crazy battle going on back here. So we got the 606. This is Perks, Sergino, and Buicks. You hear the 125 screaming. That means Buicks is around. Best lap time so far is OT, a 201.2. Spinksy's ran a 201.4. Those are the only two guys in the 201s. So the practice that ATR's been putting on is definitely paying off. Go, oh, Buick's trying to make the move on Perk. Oh, Buick's pushed a little bit wide. Oh, I see a crash out of Butler. That's going to put Budget up to the 4th spot. Oh, Gummy came in just a little bit hot into that double. I don't want to be a jinx or do any type of cast or cursing, but this is the best we've seen Gummy look in a Moto 1 in quite some time. He came out, got a good start, had a setback with a crash. Him and Budget got together, but he immediately worked his way forward. And that's something that in previous weeks we haven't seen a whole lot out of Gummy. But judging by how he looked in qualifying today, he came out swinging today. Budget has made the move on Butler. So he's going to occupy 4th. OT is still trying to chase down Gummy. Oh, OT pushed it. He's going to go over the bars. Is that going to allow Budget to close in? Budget closing in, not quite close enough to make the pass. Auto T tucks the front end, so that's going to put Budget up to the 3 spot. So we'll see if he can hang on to it. OT's got a better line through here. He's going to make the move. Going over the quad, both of them hit it clean. Oh, Budget doing a good job of kind of brake checking. Not quite close enough to get to the inside. And Butler's right behind these guys too, so if any type of mistakes or if they get together, Butler's going to be right there to make the move. See if Butler launches the... He does. Just launching the wall jump, the Deegan line. Showing a... Oh, Gummy. I was going to say, we're only showing a gap of... was 2 seconds. So I don't know if... thinks he had a bad lap for cuts. I don't think it's going to matter too much at the end of the day. Gummy kind of yard sailed it in the next corner. Oh, that's a crash out of OT. So that's going to let Budget get... or Butler get by. So now can Budget chase down Gummy? How aggressive is Budget going to be here? He's in 3rd. He only needs to score 40 points to wrap it up no matter what. Oh, there's a crash out of Spinksy. So that's going to let Gumey get by. Or no, Gumey's going to close in. He's not going to make the move, though. So now we're going to see how cuts come into play because Spinksy's showing 6 seconds. See a little bit of server lag there. We're going to see how timing and scoring shapes up. Gumey hits the line. Gumey is showing in the lead. Spinksy got 2 more seconds of cuts on that lap, so now it gets interesting. Because Gumey's in a position he does not have to pass Spinksy, but you know Spinksy's got the raw speed to kind of pull a gap. He's got to keep pushing here. Meanwhile, Budget, I don't know how aggressive Budget's going to be because third place, if Spinksy finishes in front of Gumey, third place is totally fine for Budget. He'll take that. That'll give him 9 points with 1 race to go. So if you're Budget, he takes a little look over his shoulder, sees that no one's really super close to him. I think if you're Budget, 4 minutes to go, I think you just try to milk it home if you can. Meanwhile, battle for the lead is heating up. On the track, Gumey is all over the back of Spinksy. Both of these guys just hanging it out too. Gumey needs all the points he can get. Spinksy shows up, wants to just show up and win races. But these 3 points are going to be massive if Gumey can end up closing this race out. Spinksy's not gaining time on him like I thought he could. Second on lap times. Last time around, Gumey a 203.3. Spinksy ran a 203 flat, so Spinksy's only gaining just a little bit. It's a tough spot for Gumey to be in because you want to win the race, obviously, and you're in a position where you don't have to pass him to win, but you know, in the back of your mind, you got to think about the speed that Spinksy has and the way that he can just pull a gap. So you kind of have no choice but to keep pushing. And so every little mistake that you make, you got to think, oh, he's leaving me, he's gapping me, It makes it kind of tough. Spinksy, who has the cuts disadvantage, you just got to go all out. You just got to fly. And that's something that he's definitely capable of doing. So I don't think there's as much pressure, especially when you consider the championship. Spinksy's not in it mathematically. So all the pressure is on Gumey right now. Got to hold on to his spot, not make any mistakes, gain points. Gumey kind of stuffed the front end a little bit. See, this time around, Gumey 204.8, Spinksy a 204.7, so Spinksy is not gaining He's not gaining enough time to dig into that lead. It's going to be 3 laps to go. This would be absolutely massive if Gumey can win this moto. And it sounds like it did. Yep, Gumey, Spinksy had a crash. Go Gumey. That was a good move out of him not to force it. He doesn't need to pass him. So all the work that Spinksy had put in to try to get that lead down, it's gone away. Oh, Gumey trying to pick his way through. It's 2 laps in a row. He's kind of not got through that corner the cleanest. But once timing resets, it looks like Gumey's going to have about a 5-second Cutz advantage. So now the gap's up to 3.6. Oh, Gumey kind of sent it into that double. Hold on to it. Oh, I kind of jumped off the side. Got back on as clean as he could, so mistakes on those laps. Lap times are definitely coming down. 206.3 out of Gumey and a 205.7 out of Spinksy. So we're kind of back to where we started, about 2 seconds. But Budget on that last lap ran a 206.3 as well, so he and Gumey ran essentially the same lap time. Gumey only showing 1.4 now. Spinksy really putting the heat on this lap. And Budget, oh, Budget has made a mistake. OT is gonna get by him. Let's check on Cutz for that. Budget's got about a 3-second cut advantage. Oh, and I think Gumey, while I looked away, Gumey might have made a mistake. That gap is a lot bigger than it used to be. We'll see once timing and scoring resets. Budget and OT got together. They're both trying to get back on. And yeah, Spinksy, Gumey did. He absolutely had a crash. Space back out to 5 seconds. Spinksy's gonna get the white flag. I hold on to this thing after all. Budget. Now Budget can see Gumey. They're both going through the rollers. White flag, you got OT all over you. OT, like I said, was the fastest qualifier, so now you just have to push. Gumey and Budget have the same amount of cuts, so cuts are not going to come into play. Now it's just 2 points. Oh, Budget got a little bit swapped. Looks like OT has a second more cuts than Budget does, so he's got to lose the position by at least a couple seconds. But OT is charging. Oh, and OT charged a little bit too hard. He lost his front end in the ruts. Gummy, I don't think is charging super hard. I think he knows first might be kind of out of reach, but he needs to stay in front of budget here. He didn't want to, he wanted to gain more than 2 points, but he absolutely can't lose 2 points. How about it, Spinksy? Little bit of a team change this week. We're gonna miss him on our side, but new team, same result though. He's gonna get through the rollers one more time, hit the double to the finish line. Spinksy wins moto number 1. Gummy, all in all, a great ride out of Gummy Moto 1. We talked about Moto 1s haven't been on his side as of recent weeks. So to come out and get second in Moto 1, keep Spinksy close, gain some points, that's all you can ask for. Budget third, Budget having a little bit of fun. OT fourth. These four guys put on a fantastic race. OT. OT kind of getting into Budget a little bit. I don't know who caused that mix up. It looks like they both got short end of the stick here. Here's Pert running in 6th. Start working on the points here. Yeah. Moto 1. Budget got 3rd. I'm tweaking. I mean, 2nd. There's Buick 6th. Yo. Rocket's not here. Seastar's back today, 12. Blair 8. Play. Up 9th. Here. All right. So. It's a 9-point gap now. Not over. Points gap is at 9, so Budget needed to score 40 no matter what. So with Gummy getting 2nd and Budget getting 3rd, 40 is still be good enough, but now he can get away with a little bit less. A 9-point gap means if Gummy wins, I think he can get, what is that, 5th? Okay, so if Gummy wins Moto 2 and Budget gets 5th, there would be a tie. Tiebreaker would go to Gummy based on more overall wins. So the first place out of Gummy, Budget needs 4th or better. 4th or better, no matter what, wraps it up for Budget. And if Gummy wins and Budget gets 5th or worse, then Gummy will take it. Now, tiebreaker, because there is a possibility that that there's a tie and neither one of the guys get the overall, which is why, you know, that makes it a little bit more complicated. So if we look at that, I think and I could be wrong here. I'm gonna have to cycle through everything. I think if there's a tie and neither one of them get the overall, I think budget would win on tiebreaker, because it goes by at that point same amount of wins. It then goes to most second places, most third places, most fourth places, whatever the case. So just going by most second places, Gumey's got a third. So Gumey's got a second. Budget has a second. So this is what, round 6, 7, 6. Budget won round 7. I think he got second round 8. He did get second round 8. What is round 9? Budget got 6. Round 10. Oh man, this might go a little bit deeper than we thought, boys. It might go a little deeper than we thought. Let me open up my notepad. All right. So we're gonna do this. Gumey. We're gonna put these guys' finishes in, so. Oh yeah. All right, let me. Gumey has a 1, 3. I'm actually gonna move this off my screen. Probably should have done this before the race, but you know, it happens. 2, 8. Because Gumey might have all the tiebreakers here. All right, where was I? 4, 5, 6, 7. Round 8, he got third. Dude, Gumey might have them all actually. Round 9. And round 10. What did Gumey get round 10? 8th? Round 10. Okay. Load back into the server. Now we need to see budget's got 3, 4, My Budget went through like a string of like 4th overalls early in the season. I remember that. Oh yeah, he had a 7th in round 4. That's what set him back earlier. 7, 3, 4, 4, 7. 5. Budget got a 4th. Budget got a 2nd. Seven. 1 round 7. Oh, I got the waiting bug. Hang on. Hang on a second. Let me fix this. Heck. Messed up my password. Why am I getting... Oh, now my internet's gonna be messed up, of course. I'm getting connection timeouts now. I'm gonna have to restart my game. Give me a second. Okay. Let me see. Let me catch up on chat. Win CSC overall, and he basically asked to win. Yeah. So can get back in the server. Is that your phone? Where is the server at? Did the server die? Server is offline. Okay, well that explains why. No wonder I couldn't find it. Okay, no wonder I was getting connection timeout because the server crashed. Okay, so here's how it works, pretty much. So these are the finishes so far. So let's say there's a tiebreaker, but if there's a tiebreaker but Gummy gets the overall, he'd win automatically. But if there's not a tiebreaker, or if there is a tiebreaker and neither of the guys win the overall, it would go by most amounts of best finishes, pretty much. So Gummy's got 1 overall, Budget's got 1 overall. Gummy's got 1 second overall, Budget has 1 second overall. Gummy has 1, 2, 3 third overalls, Budget only has 1/3 overall. So regardless who actually wins today's race, if there's a tiebreaker, then Gummy would get it. Or if there's a tie at all, Gummy would win the tiebreaker. So that's how that works. But it's a 9-point gap. So 9 points, one moto is... I'm not going to say it's not impossible, because nothing's impossible, but it's going to be a lot. But we're getting back in the server. Okay, it looks like everybody's still syncing in. Cool. But I have faith. I believe. Spinksy, J-Lou, and Mop are still syncing. So once those guys come in, we'll get it going. Yeah, so a win in Budget getting 5th. If he gets 5th, you guys would have the same amount of points. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. Anything can happen though, man. The important thing is, from a viewer's perspective and from like a commentary perspective, the series has been really entertaining. So I, of course, am glad to see that the championship didn't get wrapped up 4 rounds early, you know. So, you know, coming down to the last moto is all that I could really hope for, you know. Putting your shoes on. Where are you going? You gonna go for a hike? All right, well, everybody is in. Let's not delay it any longer. So let's get it going. Guys. All right, let's try this again. You come sit with me for the last race?
No, I've got shit to do.
Connected. See if he messages. I don't know why disconnected means he just left the game. Or his game might have crashed. Let's get it. Last race, 9 points. Budget got cleaned out at the start. Okay, so here we go. Gummy is out front. So that thing I was just talking about with anything being possible, here that is. So Buick's said, fuck that 125. He got back on the 250 and immediately is out front. Oh, he kind of just ate shit a little bit though. So essentially, since you weren't here for the convo, it's essentially Budget needs 4th or better, so he's got to get up to 4th. He finished 3rd first moto, which means, you know, he can pull it off. He can do it, but he's got to get 4th or better, and not having that great of a start is kind of gonna put a damper in it. But 20 minutes is a long time, so he should be okay. And then Gummy, if they tie at all, Gummy's gonna win it. The humidity is crazy. All right, so like Spinksy's worked his way up to 3rd. Won Moto 1. Oh, and start talking about him. He flies off. OT is up here. What did he get? Moto 1. He got 4th. He got 4th. Yeah, he did. So he's putting his name in the hat. Oh, my headset just beeped. Beep, but it's plugged in. I don't know why it's beeping at me. So let's see, get some live timing. If there's any cuts going on, looks like Buicks might have a couple seconds. Budget back here in 7th. He's got 6th and he's got 5th right in front of him. Oh, that's not good. Bam Bam went down right in front of Budget. Oh. Oh, so it looks like Gummy got passed by, this is OT. Oh. Oh, it looks like Gummy. Ooh. Thought he was gonna go down there. Oh, he's gonna lose it. What kind of crash? Okay. I don't know what kind of crash that was, but he stayed on the bike somehow. We'll see how much that penalizes him, if it does at all. It looks like Budget has gotten around Virgino and Bam Bam. So that's going to put him up to 5th. I think Buick's. Oh, I just switched off of Gummy. Gummy is getting Pabobo'd like crazy. Like what? Like what is that? Okay. Buick's made a mistake. He lost the lead. Whoa. Oh, look, I think Budget went back. He had a crash and he lost a couple positions as well. So he's showing an 8th. Look at this battle for the lead though. Buick's up front with Spinksy and OT right behind him. What did Buick's? Buick's got 6th. First moto. On this group. This is Bam Bam, Budget, Sway. It looks like Bam Bam. Looks like Budget might have cuts. Does he's got 2 seconds. Sway doesn't have any. Oh, Budget just throwing it down right there. Oh, bam bam, caught the SpongeBob. So Budget's gonna get by. And only one bike in between him and Gummy. Should be enough if he can hold on to it. Ryno running in the 5 spot. He's putting in a good ride. Ryno finished 10th. First moto. Be a good last moto for him. This should move him up to, I think, like 5th or 6th in points. So this is a good run out of Sergino. Breaking into that top 5 area for the season. Yo, Spinksy dot was flickering. I think he just had some server issues. So, trying to keep an eye on the overalls here. Spinksy having a little bit of server lag. Spinksy running in 3rd, sitting on 45. Buick sitting on 41. OT is sitting on 40. So 1-3 still be good enough for Spinksy. Spinksy has not won an overall yet. Does be a good way to end the season for him. Meanwhile, battle for the lead is heating up. Buick has an overall this year. I think it's kind of loses that. I was just gonna say Buick's won Redbud earlier this year. Gonna make that mistake, lose a couple spots, so gonna put OT up to the front. OT fastest qualifier today. And he's sitting 4th in points right now. I think he's gonna hold on to that. Yeah. Next guy in line would be Sturgino. It's about a 30-point gap, so OT 4th place is pretty much solidified. But for him, he's thinking about this win. A Budget finished Moto 1. Budget got 3rd in Moto 1. Yeah, 3rd in Moto 1 for Budget. So right now he's looking pretty good. He needed to get 4th or better if Gummy won. He's got a 9-point lead, and Gummy's running in 4th. Budget running in 5th. He's only going to lose, I believe, 1 point. Or no, 2 points. 5th and 6th is 1 point. Yeah, he's only going to lose 2 points. So if it stays this way, Budget's going to have a brand new number one plate to run next year. Everybody's kind of spread out at this point. Whoa. Thought it was the cat. Everything's kind of spread out. Looks like Buick and Spinksy or somebody's got cuts. Spinksy's got cuts. They both have cuts. Okay. Spinksy just has 1 extra second. Maybe timing and scoring hasn't reset yet. Gummy sitting in 4th. right now, so that's going to put him at 40 for the day. So, budget at 5th. So yeah, that would be only a 4-point gain. Not be enough. The timing and scoring was not reset. Buick's is down 17 seconds. Oh, but budget's got a couple guys right behind him, so he can't let off here. Still gotta keep pushing it. Oh, look, it's way back there, just throwing it down. This battle, Sway and Sturgino. Oh, I think Sturgino had a crash. Yep. He's down. Getting it back up. Here comes OT. Oh, OT. Take a look at OT's season so far. I believe OT has 1 overall win. It was at Southwick. But OT has not won a moto yet, to the surprise of me and probably a few others. Southwick was the only race where we had someone win the overall without winning a moto that day, and that was OT. So he's got that going for him. Every other round that we've had, the person who's won the overall, it won at least one of the motos. So OT looking like could be taking a checkered flag here. It's going to be an ATR sweep. Spinksy winning the first moto, and OT if he can hold on to it. As far as overall results would go, Spinksy with a 1-2 would get the overall by a few points. So it'll be a first moto win for OT this year. It'd be a first overall for Spinksy. Meanwhile, looking further back in the pack, Budget running at about 7th right now, so he made a couple mistakes. And if Gummy can get around Buick's, that'll be an extra 2 points. We'll see how that impacts things. Oh, there's Budget going down. He's going to lose a spot to Bam Bam. That's going to put him at about 8th. Still think it would be enough, though. Oh, Budget, hold on to it. Got enough of a gap. He doesn't have to worry about losing any positions. He's getting Poboboed out of his mind right now. Right now he's up and going. Had a terrible Poboso break. So Gummy, if he can get around Buick's, let's look at the points. If he can get around Buick's, points as they run, he would still be short by a couple points. He would have to catch Spinksy. Or he would have to have something go horribly wrong. Running design from our project, Bud and me. I think he's running the TTMX. Yeah, he's running the TTMX Husky. He didn't mention anything about a new kit for me to download. Oh, Sway, getting a little schmeezy with it. So, all in all, even if budget stays in 8th here, Gummy would have to catch Spinksy to score enough points. If he finishes 2nd, it'd be an exact tie, which Gummy would win on tie breaks. But he's got about what 24 seconds to make up, and just a couple laps, about 2.5 laps here. So Gummy would need something catastrophically wrong to happen to either OT or Spinksy, and these guys look like they're out on a Sunday cruise at this point. But it is MX Bikes. Anything can happen in 3 laps. Like battle for the lead heating up once again. OT and Spinksy. Let's take a look at cuts. Spinksy's got 5, OT has 2, so Spinksy's gonna have to make the move and then put on a little bit of a charge. OT wants this win though. Like I said, OT has not won a moto yet. He got an overall at Southwick. He went 2-3. It was one of those days where everyone, oh, I don't know what Mop is doing. It was one of those days where everyone who did really well first moto didn't do well second moto, and OT, by keeping it on the, keeping it on 2 wheels, got 2-3. He was able to make it happen. He's been close a few times on some overalls. Plenty of races where he scored in the 40s. But the elusive first checkered flag might be coming up here. He's gonna get the white flag. I think Spinksy might have got into it with Mop a little bit in the back. He lost a little bit of time. See if timing and scoring resets here. Still showing 6.2. And it looks like Gummy has gotten around Buicks. So that's going to give him 3rd. Oh, Gummy jumped a little bit wide. The unfortunate thing for Gummy here, as he takes the white flag, is he did everything he could today. Oh, little fishtail right there. He did everything he could. I talked about how in his first motos recently haven't been the best. He came out first moto, looked really good in qualifying today. It was just one of those deals where you do everything you can, and sometimes the cards just don't go your way. You just got to play the hand that you're dealt, right? Budget didn't have his best day. Looks like he's going to go 3.8. But he's going to look back at just a couple races this year where he's going to say, man, if I could have got a little bit better here, a lot of what ifs. But for us, you know, we saw him race a couple arena cross races. Didn't really see like just how good he was in those races. So coming into the season, I don't think he was on a lot of guys' radars, but he had a fantastic season. And he's going to be disappointed. He's going to come up short by a couple points, but he had a great first full season with us. And we're going to hope to see him in the winter stuff. Meanwhile, OT gets it done in the second moto. Spinksy was right up alongside of him. Spinksy's going to get the overall 1-2. OT, I believe, is going to go 4-1. Here comes Buick's, and Gumey's still pushing. Gumey's still trying to just get everything he can. Looks like Buick's is going to hang on for third. Gumey will get fourth. And that looks like going to be wrapped up here. Sway running in fifth. Budget right now, I have him showing in eighth. And that's going to be the championship by 4 points. 4 points was all it took. Way getting across. Sturgino and Bam Bam. Sturgino for 6th, Bam Bam for 7th, and here's the man of the hour. Kind of all by himself on a little bit of a stroll. He won the winter showdown. It was our first series that we hosted. By just being consistent, doing the same thing he did in this series. Didn't really blow anyone's mind speed-wise, but he was consistent the whole time. And he's going to get it done by 4 points. Budget has won the 2024 championship. Congratulations to him. He's going to have a fresh #1 plate on the bike next year. PO6. Buick's ready to get on the beta, bro. Buick's is ready to get on the beta. We finished going over the points. You know, 6. Where did Bam Bam? Bam Bam went 7-7. Rocket did not race. 5th. Good bounce back for Sway. 9th. All right. Here we go. Boom. Rolling up here. Behind this, so we see everything. Overall results today. Thinks he's going to get the overall. OT 2nd. Gummy 3rd. Buick's 4th. Budget 5th. So Spinksy's first overall win of the season. Congratulations to him. OT got his first moto win of the season, so congrats to him as well. Gummy 3rd overall, another podium finish for him. Buick's Budget, Bam Bam. Make sure there's no tiebreakers. Sway, Sturgino, Mop, Butler, C-Star, Perk, J-Lu. No tiebreakers today. Then the overall points. Budget is going to get it done by 4 points. Gummy, hey man, fantastic series out of you, man. Like I said, like I had only seen you race a couple times. Definitely surprised me with how good you were this season. Fantastic. Buick's is going to get 3rd in points. OT 4th. Spinksy 5th. Sturgino 6th place in points. Way to go. Way to go, Sturgino. Dirty and Hamp not here today. Bam Bam 9th. Rocket rounding out the top 10. I know Mop was asking. Mop 14th. 14th in points out of Mophead. It's a good showing. And then looks like Zima is rounding out the top 20. Alex Clark, J. Lou, Rojo. Rojo's not here. Yeah, it was very close. 4 points. I mean, at the end of the day, this is what we wanted. We didn't want, you know, championships wrapped up 3 races early and all that. So for it to be down to the last race, 4 points. I mean, I'll take it. From a spectator's perspective, I'll take it. It was great racing. So congratulations to Budget on the championship. And my son comes in here running. And, you know, as always, thanks everybody for racing with us. It was an awesome series to host. Definitely going to host it again next year. Hopefully we get a little bit better tracks. It's just my personal opinion. We get a little bit better tracks next year. But, you know, on top of that, thanks everybody for racing. Thanks everybody for tuning in. You guys are awesome. Sergino, thank you, sir. Thank you for racing. Congrats on 6th overall in the points. You guys are awesome. And like I say every week, you guys are awesome racing with us and hanging out with us. I definitely appreciate it. Until next time, I don't know when the next race is going to be. We're not hosting anything in September. And we're going to try to do some stuff in October. It won't be anything like series points related, things like that. It'll just be some fun races here and there. But we're going to try to keep the off season fun, hosting some stuff that you guys will be invited to until January, until the winter series starts in January. But that is going to do it for me. I appreciate you guys as always. And until next time, thank you guys once again for racing. And congrats, Budget and Gummy. Fantastic battle down to the end. That was awesome. You guys have a good rest of your Sunday. For us here in the States, Labor Day weekend, have a good Labor Day weekend. And I'll keep y'all posted in the Discord on the next one.